Hi, I'm really sorry about what happened during the last section of the first video. I was trying to catch up on the 15-minute rule and it didn't work well for me. So anyway, I'm just going to give a quick recap on this point here, the use of logical arguments. Okay, so it means that you need to have evidence that substantiate or back up your claim. It needs to be from credible sources. It could come from previous customers. It could come from anyone who has used the product or your service. It can also be evidence in terms of statistics, numbers, or people's opinions about your product. So that is the logical part of the speaking technique. So remember, you need to utilize the three, 1, 2, 3, the ethos, the pathos, which is the emotional appeal, and the logos. Okay, so I will be expecting all these three when it comes to your presentation. All right, so now let's move on to the next part, whereby we will be talking about organizing patterns. Yeah, if you recall, for informative oral presentation, we had 5. Yeah, and one of it, one of it is this problem solution order, and although it is used in informative, it can also be used for persuasive. So this is how you organize your presentation. So when you are constructing or when you are designing your presentation, please do not use chronological, no topical, no spatial, and no cause and effect. Okay, so you need to concentrate on just these 5. So we have problem solution order. You are familiar with that. And now there's another one, which is problem cause solution order, which means that you talk about okay, maybe I'll talk about it after this. Okay, the criteria satisfaction method, comparative advantage order, and the Monroe's motivated sequence. So let me explain on the problem solution order again, in case you did not take note of it. Yeah, so problem solution order is very simple. First, you need to convince the audience that something is very wrong with the current situation. Yeah, for instance, let's talk about the water heater problem. Yeah, water heater is not the problem. What is the problem? The problem is it is getting so cold, yeah, especially when it rains heavily in the night time. So when it's morning, the water is simply freezing. And when you say those words and when you describe those scenarios, the audience will automatically relate to what you're trying to say. So everybody knows that, okay, yep, we have a problem. That is the problem. It's very cold. When we wake up in the morning and when we want to brush our teeth and we want to take a shower, the water is just too cold. Can't bear to dip my fingers on my face with the water because it's just so cold. So how am I going to get ready to go to class? So yeah, so state the problem clearly. Then after that, talk about the solution. Okay, talk about the solution. That means, what is it that you are trying to promote to them? Are you promoting that they sign a petition? Okay, this is like the common one. Sign a petition so that you, yeah, as a member of the student body, perhaps you would like to speak to the management committee and suggest to them that you want to have water heaters, yeah, water heaters in at the hostel, just at least one. Okay, you might also need to come up with some suggestions onto how how you are, or what you're going to say to the management committee, so that it will be convincing to the management committee. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is problem solution. Okay, sorry, this is an example of a problem solution. Yeah, you can read that on your own. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is problem cause solution. So what it is actually, first you need to show them there is a problem, similar with the first one. Demonstrate to them, explain to them, describe it to them. Next, you need to mention the cause of the problem. So if, let's say, the cause of the problem, the same problem, if let's say about it's too cold, is because, yeah, the weather and the water, the weather affects the water. Yeah, so that is the cause, and the solution would be whatever it is that you're suggesting. Maybe the water heater, or maybe have a heated water tank or something like that, that can help everyone out in this situation. Yeah, because I really do not want to bathe in freezing cold water first thing in the morning. Right, here there is a suggestion, yeah, to persuade my audience that that colleges should take stronger action to control campus crime. So here are the main points. Crime on college campuses is a serious problem. There are three major causes. So here are the causes for the growth of campus crime. So you need to state what are the three major causes, and then come up with an effective solution which deals with the three causes of the problem. Okay, so we've covered two: problem solution, problem cause solution. So let's move on to the next one. All right, criteria satisfaction. So criteria satisfaction, you just need to list down the characteristics of the particular product or the particular service. Okay, basically the list will help you to decide whether, or the audience to decide whether it's a good product or not. So here it says, show how the products or services or ideas meet certain criteria. Okay, for instance, if I would like to buy a webcam, so what would the criteria be if I want to buy a webcam? Maybe I would say the strength of the microphone. Yeah, that's important, isn't it? Okay, the power of the microphone. Number two, of course, the pixels, what you call the pixels, or the ability for the camera to capture details, yeah, of the subject. Okay, maybe, oh, okay, one more thing that I really would like my webcam to have is that it doesn't depend on wires. Yeah, something without cable. I'm really looking for a camera without cable, but whatever I have right now, I'm so satisfied with it, except for it has a cable. Okay, let's look at the example here. It's the example here is to persuade my audience that bicycle riding is the ideal form of transportation to go to class. Okay, so the main ideas, criteria that fit: ideal, yeah, faster than running or walking, yeah, definitely. It is non-polluting, no, it doesn't work on gas, and it is good for health. Yeah, so these are the criteria. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, we've covered three, one more. Up next is comparative advantages order. So what it does for what you need to do for comparative advantage order is, like this is really cool. It's not just talking about one product, but you can talk about two products and you compare them. But you need to compare something that can be compared. For instance, let's say you want to suggest the audience to buy a phone. Okay, a phone. Yes. So what phone are you do you want to suggest them to buy? Do you want them to buy what is it now? The iPhone, of course, or what is the other one? The iPhone, or gosh, Samsung, I suppose, or what is the next best one? Xiaomi or something like that, right? Yeah, which one would you buy? So you list down all the criteria that makes the iPhone or the Xiaomi phone like you know sorry, you just list down the points that would actually say which type of phone is better. Okay, I don't think Xiaomi is relevant anymore. I can't remember what is the other brand of phone, the Chinese brand phone, which is like it has a lot of people using it, a lot of followers. Yeah, I just can't remember it right now. Maybe you can tell me what is the name of that phone. All right, here we have comparative advantages order. You have to persuade my audience that doing practical training locally is better than doing it overseas. So better views on the working culture in your own country. It can be less costly and contribute to your own country's development. So here we have the last one, okay, the fifth one, which is Monroe's motivated sequence. Okay, this is very interesting, so please pay attention. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. Okay, what it does is actually helps to guide you in what you need to say. So firstly, you need to urge the audience to take action in support of the solution. You must tell them that, oh, sorry, I need to go down from this way. I'm so sorry. We need to tell them that you need to tell them that you need to actually direct their attention to the problem. Something needs to be done. Okay, so once you get their attention, you need to show them that there is a requirement for change. Otherwise, nothing else can be done for maybe some homeless puppies, or or the refugees or something like that. Next, satisfaction. Provide the solution that is needed. That means, what is it that you want them to do? The next segment is visualization. Show them how or what can be done when they contribute. For instance, if you want them to contribute just 1 ringgit per person, and you're reaching out to 100,000 people because your aim is to get 100,000 ringgit, for instance, you tell them that, okay, with that 1 ringgit, okay, this is what you can do. Show them how people on the other side, let's say you want to give the money to some refugees, how they would cherish that amount of money, or how much they can do for the community who needs that kind of money. So visualization is very important here. So this portion here is actually the pathos, right? Emotional appeal. Then the last part here, and this is the, this is like the bang, yeah. Urge audience to take action in support of the solution. Okay, so what I've mentioned to you are 5 different types of ways to organize your presentation. Problem solution, problem cause solution, criteria satisfaction, comparative advantages, and Monroe's motivated sequence. Okay, I managed to cover this within 15 seconds. sorry, not 15 seconds, 15 minutes. So I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.